Hey, this show is aimed for all you fantasy football fans. This is my week 2 top 6 waiver wire pickups. At number 6, I have Isaiah Crowell. He's owned in only 5.3% of the leagues. Last week he ran for only 32 yards, but he got 2 touchdowns. Touchdowns are big in fantasy land, and that's what you want to see. Pick him up for at least one more week, as Ben Tate is nursing his injury. He'll get more time in the goal line. Also look at Terrence West. However, he is owned in most leagues. If he's not owned in your league, go ahead and look to pick him up. With Ben Tate's injury past, important to have the backup Ben Tate on your team. Number 5, we have Justin Forsett with Ray Rice, not with the team anymore, looking forward, and Bernard Pierce not performing as good as the Ravens hoped he was. Justin Forsett, the veteran running back who's been with plenty of teams, should get the majority of the looks going forward. Last week he got 70 yards, so pretty good, and a touchdown. He's owned in only 28.2% of the leagues. And if you look up at the Steelers, who is the Ravens Week 2 matchup, last week Steelers gave 183 yards to the Browns, who had their backups running it. So look for a big week from Justin Forsett. At number 4, I'll give you 2 guys as number 4. I have Allen Hurns and Marquise Lee, both rookie receivers from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Allen Hurns may be the more popular one as of now, owned 24.9% of the leagues. Marquise Lee owned in 10%. Hurns had the big week 1, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. Only receiver to get more fantasy points than him was Calvin Johnson. Hurns might be the more popular pick. I think going forward, Lee might be the one who gets more looks his way. In week 1, he had 6 receptions for 62 yards. PPR league, that's better than Hurns' few receptions. And if Cecil Shorts come back, Marquise Lee might get more playing time than Allen Hurns. Go ahead and pick up either of them. If Lee's already taken, go for Hurns. If Hurns taken, go for Lee. Simple as that. Number 3, Andrew Hawkins from the Cleveland Browns is owned in 11.4% of the leagues. Last week he had 8 receptions for 87 yards. If you're in a PPR league, 8 receptions is like gold. 87 yards ain't bad either. Didn't get a chance to get any touchdowns, but with Josh Gordon suspended, Jordan Cameron and Ben Tate all injured, look for them to try to get Andrew Hawkins the ball more often. Also, against week 2, they go against the Saints defense, which gave up 445 passing yards to Matt Ryan. Now, Brian Hoyer's no Matt Ryan, but even gets half as much, and all the looks go to Hawkins. It'll be a big week for Andrew. Browns have a pretty manageable schedule going forward. At number 2, I have Carson Palmer. Surprisingly, I see he's only taken in 24.8% of the leagues. Against San Diego, which is not a terrible defense. He got 304 yards and 2 touchdowns. Did not throw a pick. Week 2, he plays the New York Giants, who Matt Stafford and Calvin Johnson tore apart. So look for Palmer to do good things in week 2. He also has a favorable schedule. He has a tough matchup in week 3, but after his bye week in week 4, the schedule opens up. So hold on to Palmer. If you could pick him up, and hold him for a while. At number 1, I have Jake Locker. He's only owned in 11.9% of the leagues. He made the Chiefs defense look bad. 266 yards, 2 touchdowns. Also, no picks, no turnovers whatsoever. Ken Wisenhunt's new offense looks good with Locker. His week 2 is against Dallas. Dallas giving up the most fantasy points in week 1. So look for those guys going forward. Thanks for watching. Join me for more videos about fantasy football. I'll be doing a start 'em and sit 'em for week 2, so look for that one as well. Subscribe to my channel, like my Facebook page, and have a good day. Good luck in week 2.